Welcome. In these set of videos, I plan to teach Morse code a little different than I've seen on the web. We'll be using 3-letter words, about 13 of them, one per section, for the whole alphabet. Now, the alphabet consists of 26 characters, 10 numbers, and a handful of punctuations. In these few lessons, we'll just be concentrating on the 26 letters of the alphabet. First of all, Morse code is sound pattern. There's a sound pattern for each letter of the alphabet. Morse code is not to be read, it is to be heard. If you see something like this, stay away from that. Morse code is to hear, not to read it. Similarly, Braille. Braille is to touch, not to read or look at. Big difference. One is to touch, and one is to hear. So what are the sound patterns? There are distinct sound patterns for each. This first section will be the word SOS. And I chose those because that's very popular, and if nothing else, if you stop right now, at least you will learn what SOS sounds like. What device should I use to make sound? The sound patterns could be made with anything around the house. 2 pens, banging on the desk, whatever. But for these videos, I think I'd like to be a little more practical so that you could hear the sound pattern. So here's the sound pattern for the letter S. Did you get that? Yes. And if you want to hear it with 2 wires, so that's the letter S. The letter O, and the letter S again. So that's the word so. So the Morse code for the sound pattern for the S is the sound pattern for the O and the sound pattern for the S. So SOS sounds like this. So this will be gets a little bit inconvenient, but you can start. And what I like you to do is practice the sound pattern all day until you get it right, until it becomes familiar. So I'll show you a Morse code key app for the iPhone. I'm sure there's one for the other devices. So I'll be using this for a little bit. And I should turn this on. So the letter S, O, S. Now the sound pattern for the letter S is, but it's not this. It is not that. Nor is it this. That's the sound pattern for something else. The sound pattern for the letter S is this. Similarly, the sound pattern for the letter O. Not. Nor. So let's practice that. So there are 3 things, I believe, that will help you with the Morse code. One is to listen to the pattern. Next, visualize what it looks like. And lastly, practice it. Those 3 inputs to the brain will help you. So how do we visualize it? Well, as I said in the introduction, this will be also head copy. And what will we use for head copy? Something similar like this. Where you hear the S, then you hear the O, and then you hear the S. And so how does that work? Pardon me while I get this all straightened out here. Here we go. So you're sitting down listening and you hear this. That should scroll right across your front of your brain. Just like a ticker tape in downtown 42nd Street. I'm not synchronized with this, but you get the idea. Remember, it's now the sound again, the sound pattern for S is not, nor. It's similar with the letter O. Not, nor is it. Those are different sound patterns. The sound pattern for the letter O is S, O, S. So you get the idea by the scrolling banner. When you hear the sound pattern, it should go across the front of your sight, or you close your eyes and you see that. Now, I cannot duplicate this on this particular app, but I'll try.
Make the most of your grand reopening with your first month of Spectrum Business Service.
And that is to show you something else that we don't want. And I'm inputting what it's when you take too long between the characters in a word. It's hard to find. Once you scroll past, you have to remember what it is. And that's what I call persistence. And and it varies from individual to individual. So what you would like to do is try to make the letters, the letters and the words slightly closer together. Not like what I'm showing here. It will sound like this. Instead, we want, okay? So practice that, and we'll build on this. We'll add to our vocabulary. So the first word that we could make is the word so. And remember, go as fast or as slow as you are capable, and with practice, you'll be able to go at a good pace. Do that all day. And then we'll continue with the next three.